It's kind of out there in the world. It's out there in physics. And it's this idea of tension. And tension is one of those things that I think comes with a connotation that usually is negative, right? It's like you don't want tension in the room. You don't want tension happening. But tension weirdly is a good thing. It's what makes things move forward. Tension is kind of the area where you can kind of push the boundaries and figure out what's possible. I, in my background, have always experienced tension in a way of, it's usually in those moments where you're creatively blocked. You kind of want to work through a problem and, an edit's not coming together. Design doesn't work. A client's not happy. The thing you're, really chasing after is for some reason seeming like it's not going to happen. Like all of these things are, I would put in the category of tension. So you take a string, let's say you attach one thing to one end, one thing to the other, and you want to pull it along. Well, when it's slack, you can't move it. You got to put a lot of effort in order to pull that string in order to get that object to move. Now, conversely, go the other way, you pull it as hard as you can. It breaks. It speaks to that balance that actually is needed for the block to move, progress to be made. And so in keeping tension, usually one of the areas of tension is speed. Like a lot of people are like, it's not happening fast enough. It's like, is this a pulling really hard, move the block pretty far, or are we just kind of continuing to move it along? I kind of have this belief of, call it from the stock or compounded growth, or just this idea of being 1% better every day, that steady, consistent effort can make bigger progress than just that, that spurt, that sprint that kind of only lasts a couple of days. And I used to be quite the opposite. I used to sprint as hard as possible, and then I would literally sleep for like 2 or 3 days because I just expended all of my energy. And it took me a little bit to get back up to speed and back in the zone where I was actually able to perform at, the level that I know I'm capable of. And I think that's the other thing to think about is, can the pace that you're pulling, the tension that you're bringing to a given moment, can you sustain that for month, 6 months, year, decades? I mean, I had the opportunity to be an endurance athlete for a little while. And one of the things that I had to learn early on was that I had to be very patient. When you have a race that generally goes longer hours, usually 4 and above, and or 10 if you do, super long distance, those races, I used to start them and just like, be the fastest one and keep going and hold the tank as long as possible. And, that parallel came over in business, and very much the same result. You end up tired, burnt out, exhausted.